everybody, I'm Robert Donovan. Welcome to this episode of Tradecraft Solutions. In the prior videos I've made on saving, I talked about saving 30% of my paycheck and using a daily spending limit. Doing all of that manually works, but it's kind of kludgy and inelegant. Over the next few episodes, I'll show you how I automate my savings and investing, the types of accounts I use to do it and why, and how I plan to evolve this as my income gets higher. If you like this video and want to support the channel, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss an episode. In this episode, we're going to build the basic financial structure for a long-only strategy. As with so many things in personal finance, a lot of voodoo gets attached to what should be a very simple process. So forget all the clickbait about managing your money like the rich, thumbnails showing lavish lifestyles, and how setting up some obscure, complicated financial structure will magically enable you to make $10,000 a month. The fact is that 90% of the population that isn't already rich needs one checking account, one savings account, one credit card, and one investment portfolio consisting of a retirement account and a taxable brokerage account. That's all you need to do any of the long-only strategies favored by financial planners, most of the FIRE community, and guys like Warren Buffett. The difference is mostly in what they choose to invest in and why. So here's how I set up a basic long-only structure. There's more than one way to do this, but this one is simple and it works well for me. You can use as little or as much automation in this structure as you want. The basic rule I use is to only add complexity if it adds features or services I need that I can't get currently at reasonable cost. Step one, assuming you have an income, I assume that most people watching this, that's going to be wage income or salary. The first thing you want to do is automate your savings first. Every act of investing requires a prior act of saving, and that goes for paying off debts or compounding earnings too. So you want to direct deposit your paycheck into a good checking account. At minimum, a good checking account, in my view, will have low or zero minimum balance requirements and low or no fees. It'll have a high-yield savings account attached to it somewhere, a debit card, checks, online bill pay, and online money transfers. I have a few institutions listed on this slide that offer many of these services. There are varying pluses and minuses to each one, but I offer them for you to check out and see which one best fits you. So once you have your paycheck transferred into your checking account, you want to automate your savings. So you want to auto transfer 20 to 50% of your paycheck from checking to your savings account. I have a video that shows you how you can start with $1 a day and build up that if 20% is too high for you right now. Any increase in income that you get, you want to split 80-20 between savings and spending until you hit 50%. Another thing you want to be careful of when you're paying yourself first, if your income goes up, you need to increase the amount you're putting to savings to keep that percentage the same. Now, once you have your savings going to the savings account, you want to pay your bills out of checking. Use the daily spending limit that I talk about in another previous video to make sure you spend less than you make. Regarding automating your bills, there are basically two categories your bills are going to fall into. One of them is the fixed bills, which are things like your internet, your phone, your utilities, your rent, that kind of thing. They are fixed. The rent may be a little tricky, but barring that, most of your fixed bills you can auto pay to your debit card. Two options when you do that. One is what I call the make it monthly option, in which you make as many of your fixed bills monthly as you can. You call the people you're paying the money to for like your insurance company and you say, hey, can I switch to the monthly payment option? Or if it's already a monthly bill, you can call the people that you're paying the money to and reschedule your billing dates to either coincide with the first of the month or coincide with your paydays, and then set up automatic payments to make sure that the money has hit your account before the automatic payments pay your bills. That's the make it monthly option. The other one, which I personally use, I prefer to pay as many of my bills as I can ahead for the entire year. My insurance is the big one I use this with, but it allows me to use the daily spending limit to maximize savings for my variable bills. There are a couple of caveats with either method. Making it monthly may cost more per month. That's one of the reasons I don't do it with my insurance, because my insurance company, you can do a monthly option, but it costs like $10 more a month to do it, and I don't feel like spending that extra money. Also, if you have automatic payments going to things like subscriptions and you cancel them, you need to make sure you stop automatic payments to those bills. As long as you do that, this works very, very well, and that's usually not that big a hassle as long as you make a point of checking this stuff once a month. Now, this basic financial structure right here, that's about as basic as it gets. It automates your savings. That savings may now be deployed to your best advantage. That could be paying off debt, building an emergency fund, or investing. I'm going to cover all of that, plus more sophisticated ways of automating bill pay in the next video. I hope you see now that setting up an automatic savings plan isn't rocket science and doesn't need to be intimidating. All of it can be done online unless otherwise indicated, and you can set up all of these accounts at the same bank to keep it simple and convenient. Until next time, thanks for watching. Welcome aboard to any new subscribers. And if you like this stuff and want to support the channel, give us a comment, a like, or subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon if you do subscribe so you'll be alerted when new content is uploaded. And until next time, may the balance of your day be awesome.